Hi guys, welcome to Hayden's Hobbies. In this video, we're going to look at tearing apart the Iron Father Ferrios model for the Iron Hands and creating my own Techmarine for a custom Space Marine chapter. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to give it a wee like, subscribe and comment whether you like the process or if you've done something similar yourself. Enjoy the video, guys.
We're going to be starting off by opening this box up, but this is a pre-warning. As you can already see in the next 10 seconds, I have already cut myself during this process, so make sure you're careful whether you're an adult or a child, but maybe both in one. Anyways, so we're going to be starting off by taking out the Necron Spear. This guy's a really cool model, and I just had to steal this kind of giant trident slash spear weapon from him because it looks cooler on a Techmarine. And when we kind of took this off the sprue, I realized that it was going to be a little bit more fiddly than I thought, so I had to do some prep work. As you can see here, cutting off the tail and the top of the original model's kind of Omnissiah axe, I believe it is. I might be wrong there. I'm pretty sure most Techmarines have that though. And once we had that sorted, I managed to glue the pieces on, and with a wonderful 3, 2, 1, we now have the complete model.
During this process, I kind of had to think to myself, what would look cool that's either not already been done or kind of take a different angle towards this model, because your normal Techmarine obviously has the kind of pointy out arm, shooty pose with the accessories on the backpack, but Iron Father Ferrios is obviously in Gravis armor, kind of heavier set, and I wanted to kind of bring something that would represent alongside that. So maybe a Techmarine that was a bit more hands-on and melee focused. Now obviously they typically have the Omnissiah axe, or in Iron Father Ferrios' case, I believe he's got an Omnissiah axe as well. I might be wrong. You can let me know down in the comments below if I'm wrong. But I thought what would be cool is kind of stealing gear, which is part of one of my chapter's traits of kind of salvaging / taking trophies and using it for himself. And that also allows for the ability of kind of rule of cool. So I thought I'd take the Necron Overlord dude and take his spear instead, which is a pretty nifty thing in my opinion.
Using Basilicanum Grey, we're going to cover the entire helmet, and after that I usually applied one kind of layer of Abaddon Black. I've later found that using Black Legion contrast is much more effective for getting a really smooth coverage. And then for the eyes, I start off with a Caliban Green, and then I use a Warpstone layer and a Moot Green highlight just to make the eyes really pop. And as you can see here, I think it does really well. And it really contrasts nicely with that kind of dark recess and obviously the black helmet with the white faceplate. Then we're just using some lead belcher to do the iron kind of pipes on the side, and then some Nuln Oil just to give that a little bit of shadow and a little bit of depth. Moving on to the base, I wanted to create a little bit of a ramp as if he's coming out of a transport. So I looked through a bits box for skulls, tech pieces, and even bits that I've used on the Techmarine that came with the Forge, Iron Father Ferrios kit. And as you can see, I've put together a nice little kind of ramp on a bit of concrete land, mountainous type terrain. And then from that, it was a rainy day, so I just thought I'd show a wee bit of a glimpse as well as I was working away and plodding along.
When painting this guy, I decided to go for a red scheme. One, obviously because it's the standard Techmarine colours, but in my chapter, red is typically associated with the assault classes and the more hands-on melee focused classes. And that's kind of what I wanted for this Techmarine, is to be a support unit to forward fast-moving units. I also believe that red usually signified with danger / kind of rage, anger, and all these different aggressive emotes. So I thought, you know, fuck it, why not? So I thought that was really cool, and I was pretty happy with how the colour scheme turned out on the model. But there was obviously, as per usual with airbrushes, a bit of bother in between.
As we're finishing this model off, we're looking to apply a dead white to the base so that I can apply a nice cool airbrush effect at the end. I then also put a bit of Brackner Burgundy on the Techmarine staff, as I felt the purple looked really nice towards the red, but I later changed this to be a blue as I felt it looked a bit more cooler. Out with that, we used a Mournfang brown to dry brush the base, as the guys that I've got are set on a kind of mountainous world. And also felt that Mournfang brown is just a really good brown for kind of getting that that picture of what I want. Then I looked to apply a stippling effect of Lead Belcher to the door, so it wasn't like, it looked kind of damaged but not fully applied on, a bit gritty as well. And I used that as well to touch up the techie bits at the side, just so that they weren't plain black and boring. Then after this, I went on to apply a wash to the door so that it was a wee bit more shadow and recesses. I used Agrax Earthshade, and I was really gentle with putting this on rather than just like absolutely flying it everywhere, as I wanted the stainage to kind of be a little bit incoherent, and I dried up a wee few pieces here, as you can see, to kind of create that rustic / used effect. Then I went in with 1000 Suns blue to apply a kind of shiny light effect from the staff when the model's actually onto the base, and I finished it off with some snow effects and some grass tufts. A small insight into how my previous station looked before my recent upgrade. Oh my god, what a fucking mess. But it worked. And of course we finished off with Moot Green to apply to the top of the lens there.
Let me know if you guys enjoyed that video and the model. I thought the model looks really cool, and now it's time for the big reveal. Be sure to give a like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.